Okay, this should be fun. Here is the retrospective of 6 months of a career path that Twitter keeps on telling me is dead. So 6 months ago, I shook my to-be manager's hand and started my full-time position as a data engineer after getting a CS degree. Really, the first 2 weeks, honestly, I didn't even really work. I was mostly just trying to figure out how to actually open up Teams correctly and join meetings and know how to reserve a room and stuff. But after that 3 weeks, when I got my footing with how to do day-to-day functions, it was time to actually start coding and making code changes to these code bases. And that is when it set in that CSIT degrees, or really any tech degrees from a college, does not really prepare you that well for getting all of these huge code bases that have been accumulating for 20 plus years, maybe less if you're lucky, and also being changed by hundreds of people, which, kind of makes sense because, you have a classroom with 300 plus CSIT students. Obviously, these companies are going to have more specific tooling than the CSIT program can really dedicate to teaching you. So that is kind of on you as the student to get the unique specific knowledge of the company that you're trying to work for, which isn't to say that's not fun to dig through all that stuff and figure out how bits and pieces of it work to make your own code changes on, but it's still just a lot. And in school, you get maybe a hackathon, maybe a project that lasts 6 months or something like that, maybe a semester-long project. That's kind of cute in comparison to these giant code bases that the company is relying on to function and work. Once I kind of realized the absolute scale of this, my imposter syndrome just kind of instantly set in. I'm surrounded by all these super intelligent people who just seem to know what pieces fit together where, or even if they're using the right puzzle pieces for the right puzzle. And I'm just kind of sitting there just going how do I even begin? Which led me back to my reflex of just what I did in university, which was cram everything in my brain like there was going to be a test for it next week, Tuesday. There is just simply too much volume in a code base that is just that big. And also, AI can't do anything either because the actual context limit just gets completely neutered the moment that you ask it anything about anything other than one file in the code base. But my silver lining is I actually have a extremely great team that will help me out. And if I have any questions, they are beyond eager to go and take time out of their day doing their stuff, their tickets, to help me out and make sure I understand what is going on and that I feel I'm putting something productive towards the company. And that leads me to where I am today, which is I'm still learning, obviously. They are paying for my cloud practitioner exam, which is awesome. Shout out college debt. I would not be able to do that. With how the job market is and every piece of media saying that computer science is dead, AI is replacing everything, it's just nice to have stability and have a job in a field that I love to do, just basically solving puzzles all day, and a company paying me money for that. I really can't complain. Anyways, that's all I kind of had for the update. To the next 6 months, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I think that's what excites me probably the most about it. Anyways, hit a follow, and here's the next 6 months.